All right, got some more interesting clips for today, so let's check it out.
People were detained and deported for the receipt of, possession of, transportation of, distribution of child sexual exploitation material aboard a Disney cruise ship. 26 of those were from the Philippines. One of those people was from Indonesia, another from Portugal. Thankfully, CBP said the suspects' visas have been revoked and they are all scheduled for deportation. And what's interesting is most people would say, yay, the pedophiles are gone. Yay, we're going to deport the pedophiles. Except liberals, they don't really feel that way. Kathy Griffin, this was her reaction to the deportations. She says this: Jesus effing Christ, I feel rage. If you do too, promise me you will remember this rage on election day. This is how Trump deranged the left is.
Okay, check this out. So this dude is saying that we're moving into what's called a ladderless society, meaning that there's no entry level job opportunities, and it's expecting a significant drop because of AI being able to do all of the entry level work. And check it out, it's not just like cleaning stuff and making sandwiches, it's like everything that you can think of that's like entry level type work, like delivery driver, clerk at a store, things like that. It's all getting replaced. And where was the stat? Hang on, he brought it up a second ago. I think it was like a 45% dip in yeah, right there, 45% dip in entry level job openings. That is crazy. And then yeah, look, that turns into everyone gets a universal basic income. Just give you what you need, and that's it.
You might need to buckle in, grab a snack, and sit down for this one. I have two stories for you at the same school. This photo was recently taken in an art classroom and it was displayed on the wall at Puyallup. I hope I'm saying the school's name right, but it was at that school district. As you can see, it depicts President Trump as a pig, a KKK member, a clown, and even references assassination. That's what's hanging on classroom walls. I'd pull my child out of that school so fast. But honestly, here's where it gets more disturbing about this school district. Because this is not the first controversial story coming out of that school. There is a 16-year-old athlete, Callie Keeler, who was essayed during a wrestling match when she wrestled against a trans man. A man claiming to be woman. She's been wrestling her entire life and she's never experienced anything like this before. During a match against a wrestler from Emerald Ridge High School, she ends up down on the mat with the wrestler who inserted his fingers into her private part. She's trying to signal to her mom in the crowd. I mean, she's clearly in distress if you look at these photos of her facial expression. And what happens after that is equally as concerning. Nothing. For nearly 2 months. No immediate report, no urgent response. Only after the media involvement did the district report the allegations, despite having a legal obligation to do it much earlier. Oh, and it doesn't stop there. No. Other girls had raised concerns about biological males in their locker rooms. They were saying they felt uncomfortable.
I don't know what's going on, guys. The world has just flipped upside down. I mean, the things that people are putting up with these days is insane, especially what's going on in our school systems with our kids. I mean, it first started out with colleges, right? It was the woke college professors that were brainwashing all the kids in college, but now it's trickled down into high schools and into elementary schools. All of these woke teachers just pushing all of this insane ideology onto kids. Recently, not too far from where I live, there a lot of the parents were upset at the school committee. They had a school board meeting or whatever, and all the parents showed up because what I want to say it was like the eighth grade health class. They're like teaching kids how to play with themselves and how to use toys and things like that. That has no business being in any school. No teachers have any business teaching kids that. But it's just so crazy that we've gotten to this point in the world where teachers now, or I'm sorry, where parents have to go complain at school committee meetings. This is just common sense, right? If you have a child in elementary school or in high school, whatever, and you meet their teachers and they have septum piercings and blue and pink hair, get your kid out of that class, get them out of that school.
They brought it to the school administrators. Again, nothing was done. So Callie starts to speak up about her experience that she had, which no woman should have to publicly do. And she faced massive backlash from other students at her school, saying things like this: on their social media. She gets labeled. She gets called phobic. They tell her she's not the loving neighbor a Christian should be. But let's be
I mean, that's insane. The girl was sexually assaulted on school property during a school event, and she's the one that's getting, people are talking trash about. That's insane.
honest, there was nothing loving about what she described to happen to her on that mat. And here's the part people don't want to say out loud, but I will. If this had been a male identifying as a male, there would be public outrage, investigations, headlines. But because this involves a trans identifying athlete, quiet, crickets. So what are the priorities here? Because right now it doesn't look like student safety is at the top of the list.
Good morning. You may have missed this while the media is shoving a manufactured hantavirus panic down our throats to cover up Disney peddling child porn through its cruise lines. But Democrats are out here taking classes on how to seem like actual human beings. Let that sink in. Voters want real. Trump does it without trying. He rolls up in a golf cart like he just came off the back nine, says whatever's in his head, and people buy it because it's not scripted. You need a staffer full of consultants just to order coffee without sounding like a hostage video. Smile more. Don't say Latinx in front of the actual Latinos. And for God's sake, don't sniff the kids. But at least you're not aborting them for once. It's pathetic. You're so rehearsed you squeak when you move. Every gesture focus grouped, every laugh pre-approved. You're taking acting 101 to play a normal human, while Trump's the unfiltered uncle who might tell you to grab life by the p***y. AOC can't open her mouth without turning grocery prices into a Green New Deal TED Talk. Newsom's out there cosplaying tough guy, while his state turns into a homeless encampment with better Wi-Fi. Walz is so fake, he's as authentic as plastic-wrapped tampons he puts in boys' bathrooms. Americans are exhausted by the performance. Stop hiring coaches to teach you basic like don't creep out while children are on camera. Listen, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to teach you not to creep out when people have a Bible or carry a gun. Start acting like actual humans, or just keep losing. It's your call.
Y'all, so I have another bikini here from Unique. They have been killing it this season. All their swimsuits that I've gotten for them have been the bomb.
Wow, installing an inflatable ring inside a bikini? Genius.
I learned a lot about women. I think I learned exactly how the fall of man occurred in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and Adam said one day, wow, Eve, here we are at one with nature, at one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die. And all our dreams come true the instant that we have them. And Eve said, yeah, it's just not enough, is it?
Wow. That's not funny.
I was just waiting for more.
No, that was kind of his point.
Oh.
That's kind of what he was saying.
Can I blow your mind right now? Okay. If the center of the Earth is hot, why is the bottom of the ocean cold? Right, let that sink in. So you're closer.
Okay, so I originally wasn't going to put this video in here, but I decided to leave it in just because, well, did you guys notice at the beginning of the video what happened? Because I didn't notice the first time I watched it. I kind of looked away right at the beginning, so I didn't notice, and I thought this clip was real, but it's actually AI. Watch when he removes his glasses.
Can I blow
his
your mind
glasses
right now?
are still on.
Okay.
So the reason I left this clip in here was basically just to show you how good AI is getting right now. I mean, if it weren't for that glasses thing, you would have thought this was a real guy sitting here, talking into a microphone. But, AI, there used to be easy ways to spot AI. Obviously, that was an easy way to spot it. But I know AI used to have a lot of trouble spelling. Like, it just couldn't spell words at all. But they've actually fixed that now, and AI is really good at spelling. So that's one way to tell if it's fake is out the window. And it's just going to keep getting better and better and better. And this is a pretty good example of it.
If the center of the Earth is hot, why is the bottom of the ocean cold? Right, let that sink in. So you're closer to the source of the Earth's heat.
When I read the script, it was already set in San Francisco, and Rashida Jones and Will McCormick had made that decision, and I was so immediately intrigued because I do love the city, and I feel that it's
all these celebrities don't even look human anymore.
When a script sets a very specific location, you can tell what that's supposed to mean and what it means about these characters.
You look at that picture of her, by any estimation, I think you'd say she's objectively a beautiful woman. She looks gaunt. She has, that sunken eye thing right now. And a lot of people were saying this is almost the worst or best, depending on which way you look at it, example of what's going on with the GLP-1s.
Let's say there were no such thing as GLP-1s. Let's say we were just looking at that. You go, well, that is starvation. That's an eating disorder if she doesn't,
that's a good point.
if she was not in a
That's
concentration
horrible.
camp, or it's cancer cachexia or AIDS cachexia, something like that. But now we have a drug that causes that. And that's when they talk about Ozempic face. That's what they're talking about, where all the muscle is broken down for calories because she is starving. And she doesn't feel it because this drug blocks that in the body. Again, I can't blame the patients. I blame the guys prescribing it. What are they doing? They're continuing to prescribe it to somebody who is in true starvation. I don't know. I don't know where this is going to stop. It's going to hurt a lot of people.
I visited a part of London that is unrecognizable. You are going to be shocked. The Islamization of the West is real.
So we have, on one hand, our tolerance and our freedom of speech, which is being abused against us.
Man are gonna get beheaded one by one, you dirty dude. We got Palestine. No.
We are a tolerant country. The West is a very tolerant place. And the Islamists understand this and they use our own freedoms against us.
All right, guys. We are here in the United Kingdom of Pakistan. Really? Uncivilized.
I think you guys are really going to enjoy this one.
I was going to move, but now I'm just going to stay in Minnesota, bro. I don't even... This is our land now. Fuck you all.
This is our land now. Fuck you all. Okay. So there's this behavior. Now check out this video as well.
Somalia. No government, no safety, no police, no nothing. Just anarchy.
In one video, you have a lady saying fuck Americans and just completely being disrespectful to Americans. And then in another video, you have a guy urinating on the streets, disrespecting President Trump. And this is the type of behavior that we as Americans are supposed to tolerate. We are supposed to be civil with these types of individuals. Otherwise, we are in the wrong. No. This is a
Muslims are angry in the UK because they have pubs.
This is actually mad. There's a whole pub next to the masjid, right? And look at these man. All of these man. They're violating, bro. How is this even possible, bro? How?
That pub was there before your mosque.
It's not fair, bro. At least respect the masjid, bro. Respect.
No.
Have some respect.
No.
Here is a masjid.
Have some respect for the country that you're in.
And here's the pub. See? Just one wall beside the masjid of Allah and the pub of Satan. Allah Akbar.
I just wanna be part of your
Guys, I'm outside a pub right now. I wish there was a halal version of like pubs, like where they like just sit outside and like.
Here's an incredible piece of advice. If you don't like this millennia-old culture, which is British culture in the UK, of which you are a guest, if you don't like it, you can go back and maybe you'll like it there better. Surely there's no pubs in the desert, or whatever. But I think this is the problem that we're having. The guests are behaving very poorly.
It can feel like we're living in the end times. Wars in Ukraine and Gaza, cities flattened, awful videos of war. I mean, if you spent 5 minutes on the news or online, it's easy to believe that the world is falling apart. Are we really living through a violent time in history, or just the loudest? More people died in the 6 years of World War II than in all of the wars since then, over 80 years. Since World War II, the great powers haven't fought head-on once. But the Cold War ushered in a new kind of conflict called proxy wars. The US and the Soviet Union, they couldn't afford to fight each other directly, so leaders turned to other nations, they turned them into battlegrounds. And in the biggest wars that followed, Korea, Vietnam, China's Civil War, and others, as huge as the death counts were, compared to World War II and really other periods of world history, they were substantially smaller.
Hello.
How's it going?
It's going. What's
Good.
your name?
My name's Mark. What's yours?
Alicia.
Good to meet you.
Yo, no handshake?
No,
Up
that's
to you.
okay.
He's putting his phone in.
No.
Okay, no worries, no worries. So, how you guys doing today?
Doing great.
So what are you guys doing here?
What do you think?
I'm asking you.
We are anti-abortion activists.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shocking, isn't it?
Quite. Yeah. So you got approval from
Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, James Madison.
Did you get approval from the police department?
No, they don't rank as high as those guys do.
When you want to convey a message, you want to convey a message without tearing
Oh, let's listen to the liberal tell us how to convey a message.
other people down. Right? Right? Is that what we want to do? To give that message?
Well, I don't know. I guess it depends, huh?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So if
It's just so funny when girls try to act like fucking badasses. Right? It's just so funny because they're not.
I take these signs down, you gonna call the cops? Because I know the cops, and I know UFPD, and they're not going to arrest me.
Well, we had someone, was it last year, that did that, and they got arrested.
Really?
So is your goal to get us off this plaza or something?
My goal is to send you a different message, one from college students.
Ooh, look out.
Okay.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah,
Is it fun
you're
when it
amusing.
happens to you?
You're amusing.
You're using 911.
Hello?
They're asking you questions. You have to take that system seriously.
So do you want to take them down, or you want me to get someone to take them down? It's funny, isn't it? You can put it on YouTube. My name's Alicia. Yeah, send a couple officers. How about that? How about 7, 9? What do you think? Give me a number. Now, again, I'll say it a little louder. They know who I am.
I can't imagine why.
And I think you've got about 30 minutes to pack up your pretty signs before the cops show up, and then we can all talk about it.
Better be able to back it up.
Everyone watching.
Better be able to back it up.
Actually.
Now, I want you to know, I don't have no authority. But
No
I am
shit.
from Atlanta.
Oh, look out. She's
I
from
studied
Atlanta. She's from the ATL.
Okay, you might see me on the TV one day. And the police are right there. You want to go talk to them?
Go
with
get
me?
'em.
You can come with me too.
I thought you were
I'll
friends
go
with
talk
them.
to them then.
Okay, go right
Why
ahead.
don't you take this video, post it on your little YouTube, and see what happens?
Yeah, we're going to see you
You'd
make an
not-
idiot of
like
yourself.
Nothing other than that, I'm sure.
Peace, love, and prosperity.
Hey guys, this is Electron 101. This is a breaking report here. Britney Spears says Prince William is not human, and she says this in 2017. That's exactly the same year as Rihanna. Rihanna said that he is not human as well. She said, she even took it a step further, saying that he is the Antichrist. Britney Spears has told close friends and staff that Prince William is a reptile who shifts between human and reptilian form during moments of heightened arousal. So what do you think about that? He has glistening teeth, black eyes, and scales that shine all over his body. I'm telling you that this guy is not human. Are we looking at the Antichrist, just like Mel Gibson says? Comment below. Let me know what you think.
All right, that's all I got for you today. As always, head down to the comments section. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on any of the clips that we saw today, and thank you for watching.